I'm cool with admitting that. You know what I'm saying? So then I started another business called Active Dreamers. That was the business that, like, as a kid, I thought about, like, put my jersey under my pillow and, like, dreaming to be an NBA. And I had the idea of, like, okay, when you go to sleep, that's when you dream. Like, how can I incorporate NBA players' talent dreams with home decor? Because home decor was a space where it's like nobody was in.
Yeah.
So I just had an idea. I'm like, look, what if I put, like, the NBA player's face on the pillow and then put their body on the blanket, so when the kid go to sleep, they look like Steph Curry. I put, like, a dream bag on the blanket. So I started that in 2016, partnered with Steph Curry. He's a sweat equity partner. Went good, but mind you, the thing with that is you have to pay licensing fees.
Yeah.
Like, you just can't, like, get the NBA and just do it. The licensing fee, when you sign an NBA deal with licensing, they give you a 3-year deal. So I signed my first 3-year deal with the NBA, and then you have to do a deal with the NBPA. The NBA owns the rights to the players. The NBA owns the rights to the teams and the coaches and the NBA logo. The NBPA owns the rights to the players. So you got to pay 2 separate licensing fees.
Oh, man.
So year 1, I had to pay a lot of money to the NBA and a lot of money to the PA, which was a lot of money to just be. I raised a lot of money to do it.
Right.
And I had 2 guys working for me. I had a CMO. I had a guy that was my designer. But, like, I still didn't understand the infrastructure and distribution. I was trying to hold on to equity. And, like, I had opportunities to do big-time partnerships with, like, big-time heads of TNT, heads of, like, Disney, and all I had could have deal with this Chris Paul. I could have did these big deals. But anybody listening right now, like, I want to own it. I wanted to own all the equity. I didn't want to give 20% away to somebody that wasn't giving me a ton of money and that was saying I could get you in all these stores, I can get you distribution. I was like, nope. I got Steph Curry, sweat equity partner. He posting about it. Like, I'm not giving that up. And fast forward into today, I think the biggest thing with business is that you have to be, for a long time, I didn't want to, like, admit that, like, I probably made the wrong decisions with, I probably should have partnered with CP3 and Bob Iger and Disney. I'm not gonna say they wanted a certain. I probably should have did that, but I didn't.
Right.
And now, like, you look back at it, like, damn, I probably should have did that deal. But these are all things as a CEO that you learn. Like, bro, I didn't go to school for being a CEO.
Yeah.
There's so many things that you go through, bro. Like, I've learned so much. So at this phase in my life, I'm doing a huge pivot with Active Dreamers. I got some new stuff coming, like, the next, like, 90 days that I'm not going to, like, I'm just going to reveal it. I'm letting you guys know, like, It's not home decor. It's something that I've always loved and that I feel confident in that is going to, like, shake up the industry, and I'm not going to.
You got to watch. You got to tune in.
You just got to tune in. But, like, I've learned so many things in business, bro. Like, you got to have infrastructure. You can't be greedy and you got to give it away, bro. If somebody wants 25% of your business and they say I can make you $5 million, you give it to them. And if someone offered me 20%, like a Bob Iger and a Chris Paul, and they wanted 20% of the business, and, like, it wasn't at the valuation that they wanted it, I'm like, do it, because now you're building infrastructure.
Yeah.
You're building a team around you.
Yeah.
I thought I could do it on my own, and I couldn't. And now you fast forward to now, like, I'm still, like, figuring out the team infrastructure. Like, I'm doing enough to be sustained, and, like, I'm making money, but it's, like, not enough to, like, you got investors, bro. I've raised a lot of money. Your investors need their bread back. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things where a lot of my investors are, like, friends of mine, like, basketball players that understand the grind. Like, a lot of startups don't work. But one thing I've always believed is, like, it's not about where you start, it's about where you stop. And I'm never going to stop. I will never stop. Because I know that I'm special. I believe that I'm special. That I know that it's no such thing as time. It could take me 15 years.
It's true.
But going back to what I said about Sienna, all it takes is one, and life could change.
That's it.
So that's how I look at stuff in business now. Like, it's a lot of pressure. Like, I get calls from investors now, like, yo, Jack, what's up, bro? It's been a certain amount of years. Like, what you gonna do? Where my money at, bro? Like, what you doing? I'm like, I'm working, bro. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm building.
Yeah.
Like, this shit ain't easy. No. I jumped into this, and I'm ready for it. Just like I jumped into basketball. Like, it took me, I started playing basketball at 6 years old. I didn't really reap the benefits of basketball until I'll say the highest point in basketball was at University of Miami when I got my, best player. That's 6 years old playing, and I'm 22 in college. That's 16 years. So it took me 16 years to reach the highest level in basketball with something that I knew I did my whole life.
Yeah.
So now I'm jumping into business in 2000. Oh, that's crazy. In 2016,
All right.
and it's been 8 years, and I'm still figuring it out. I've had certain things that I thought were going to be the one. Like I had a deal with Neymar Jr. It didn't work out the way I thought it was. I invested a lot of money in it. It didn't work out. And then from that deal, it really taught me to say, it is about making money in business, but every deal you do can't be about the money.
Nope.
And that's, I was so like, got to get my investor money back. This is the deal that's going to make me $5 million or $3 million, whatever it is. But I was making everything about the money instead of making it about the relationship, building the infrastructure, building the data, getting the emails, get like all that. I was like, so I learned so much. So now in this phase of year 8 from 2016 to 24, like now it's like the next 8 years, the next 4 years, I understand how I can shake and move and make the right decision. And now like, don't nobody want to be a part of Active Dreamers. Like, I don't have the NBA license. I don't do it anymore because I was just paying too much in licensing fees, too much in royalty fees. Yeah. And like, if you don't got distribution and like, it's just a whole lot. I could go back and get that license if I wanted, but like infrastructure wasn't set. Now I've rebuilt, I've rebranded. Like it's a lot of, in 90 days, you're going to see like it's going to be a total different thing. But I started to tell you on this podcast, like if you're chasing money in the business, you're going to continue to chase money. Just think about the word chase money. If this is money and I'm chasing it, I'm just chasing it. If you're not getting the knowledge and learning about the infrastructure and building the right team, like I couldn't play basketball without my team. Sure. I thought in business I could do it on my own, but that's the wrong infrastructure.
Yeah.
So, you know, to this day, like I'm building now. I'm excited about what's to come in the next, 2 to 4 years. I'm excited about what happens in the next 90 days, but I had to learn so much and go through so much in business, the ups and downs, being high and low, having nothing, trying to pivot and figure it out. Like as an entrepreneur, bro, it's never going to be all the way high. It'll never be all the way low. You just got to ride that wave, and you got to keep believing in yourself. You got to have perseverance, and your belief system has to be, I know.
Yeah.
I know I can do this. It can't be, I think I can do this. Because that small thing of like thinking, I always say, you think about the terminology of think, T-H-I-N-K, and you think about the terminology of think, T-H-A-N-K, they sound the same, but they're so different.
Yep.
Anytime you think about something, your mind, you start overcoming thoughts. And you start thinking about stuff that's probably it's not even there. You're just overthinking.
Yeah.
But when you're thankful for things, it makes life so much easier. Like I wake up every day and do 10 things I'm thankful for. And that thankfulness, it switches your vibrational frequency. The gratitude switches everything around you, and it makes everything so light. When you start thinking about things, it's just so much pressure. Everything's so heavy. Being thankful, it releases the pressure because I'm thankful that I can brush my teeth. I'm thankful that I'll have an apartment or I have a building that I live in. I have a house, whoever you are, whatever you have. I'm thankful I have a car. I'm thankful I have a fiance. I'm thankful I have a family. I'm thankful I have shoes. And like you start to think like, damn, like there's people out there that don't have none of this.
Yeah.
So it makes things so much lighter. And that's helped me so much in business about not putting so much pressure. And to revert back to my basketball game, I never had pressure until I got to the league and I didn't make it because I had too much pressure. In college, there was no pressure. I was at the highest level and I made it at the highest level because there was no pressure. So business is basketball. Basketball is business. The pressure is the thing that they say pressure busts pipes. It does.
Yeah.
Pressure busts lives too.
It does.
You put too much pressure on yourself, bro, it's over. I think the best way to deal with pressure in business is just to be thankful and be in the attitude of gratitude.